river, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't drink from that river, but it does represent one of the huge problems in West Africa, which is the lack of safe drinking water. So our School in a Box program, we've been working for over 24 years, developing schools and education in throughout Africa. We then started working on the Borewell project. So kids weren't going to school because they didn't have access to safe drinking water. Then we met this guy, Chef Conor Spacey, internationally recognised chef.
God help you.
Conor Spacey.
Like 3 years ago in London.
In London.
Where we are now, right now.
At a completely random event. And it has sparked the next step, the evolution of what we're trying to do, which is, okay, once you've got safe drinking water, you've got education, what's next? The vocational skills. Yeah. And that's where hospitality, and that's where cooking, and that's where food sovereignty and food sustainability.
In the Gambia, it is the most amazing place for tourism. The biggest income is tourism. Golden sandy beaches, great food and everything that's going on there. Yeah. Within Banjul, but outside of Banjul, into the local communities, it's a very different story.
So how can you make a difference?
Well, it's about educating people into employment within the hospitality industry, which is tourism. And that's where it made sense with Waste to Wonder and everything they're doing already there, that we partner up to build a cookery school to train people into it, the biggest growing industry that's already there in the Gambia.
Right. It is the adage of teach a man to fish, because you can't expect a country that has an economy that's largely based on fishing and cashew nut production to grow their way out of poverty. So if we can leverage the commercial aspects of sustainability, of hospitality, and tourism to say, look, there is an alternative to just receiving handouts, receiving donations on a daily basis. If we can help young people create businesses, create bakeries, create restaurants, create these amazing opportunities to employ their friends and family and their community.
The main thing is that it's not about European cuisine, it's about West African food and their heritage and their culture, which is, from a chef's point of view, probably some of the most amazing food you can actually taste is food from West Africa. So rather than the local person trying to cook European food, it's about actually, hang on, what are we bringing forward West African food, Gambian food and their heritage into tourism industry to showcase the best of what they have to offer.
It's also about climate resilience. So a lot of the crops that have been grown for hundreds, if not thousands of years, a lot of the crops that were forced on these communities by colonialism will not be able to grow in a climate that is facing excess heat or drought or lack of rainfall. So if we can help sustainable food production, if that education in that space, not only is it providing commercial skills for these young people, it's providing resilience that will help shield them from the worst effects of climate change.
And it's creating livelihoods within the industry that we know within hospitality, but based on their own culture, their own cuisine.
So what's your takeaway?
We are building a cookery school. That costs money. We've raised 2/3 of the cost of the cookery school, but we haven't raised 100% of the cost of the cookery school. So we've got some charity, we've got some fundraising events coming up. If you're a large corporate and you want to sponsor this, honestly, what better way, what ROI could you have on your ESG spend than to build a cookery school in one of the poorest countries in Africa to train 140 young people a year in sustainable cooking.
Amazing. Michael, Conor, thank you from the River Thames.